Well, predicting a split for the GOP, Democratic Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says angry Republicans will soon break from President Trump.
When you talk to Republicans quietly, you know, in the cloakroom, in the gym, they are having real problems with him. My prediction is he keeps up on this path, which is likely. I don't think he'll change. Within 3-4 months, you're going to see a whole lot of Republicans breaking with him.
I hope so.
And that's the salvage of America.
All right, here now, Kirsten Hauglund, a conservative political commentator, and Leslie Marshall, liberal political commentator. She's also a Fox News contributor, and I love you both. Kirsten, to you first. You believe Senator Schumer?
Well, what is just so ironic, Cheryl, is to hear Senator Chuck Schumer talk about the possible division and breakup of the Republican Party when it is the Democrats who really have their own fish to fry in this area. You've got a very, very old bench in the Democratic Party. You don't have a ton of young people. The very few are not exercising their leadership skills right now. And you've got this wing of very liberal, the Bernie Sanders, voters that are a huge part and are really driving the Democrats right now. And that's not who the American majority is in this country. So it's very ironic. But of course not. The thing about Republicans, yes, they've gone through and they've had their divisions, but it's every political party. It is incredible how much they have aligned behind Donald Trump. As you can see, it's going on at CPAC right now. And they do support him. They will. And they want to make this government most efficient and work well as possible.
Well, and to your point, it's kind of like a family in a way. We all kind of disagree with our family at some point. But Leslie, I want to get your reaction on what Maxine Waters added onto this theme. Listen to this.
I just think the American people had better understand what's going on. This is a bunch of scumbags. That's what they are.
Those are very strong words,
organized around making money.
Leslie, scumbags, a little harsh.
Well, first of all, I think name calling, regardless of which side, when you're an elected official, is not only low, but it's, when they go low, will go high. It doesn't feed into that narrative. But what she is saying is not something just Democrats, if you look at these town halls, are expressing. The majority of Americans want the president to release his tax returns. The majority of Americans want to really know what happened with Russia. Was there tampering in our elections? And there are many Trump supporters, especially here in the state of California, who like their health care, Obamacare, and want to keep it, who do not want a wall, do not want mass deportation. Most Trump supporters I know here in Cali and throughout the country voted for him to improve the economy and to bring jobs back. They're not seeing a lot of that,
Fiscal
and they're
issues.
angry. And the Republicans have more to lose here because the Republicans have the majority. The Democrats don't.
I know, Kirsten and Leslie, both to you first on this one. Kirsten, it seems to me that both parties have something to lose if they continue this name-calling and, frankly, juvenile behavior.
Absolutely. And, that's what they're doing in the press, right? That's why we see them every day talking about this. That's what journalists want to cover as well in those White House press briefings. But at the end of the day, you're right. They're the ones that are going to have to make these changes. However, I will point out that in 2018, on the Democratic side, those senators have a really difficult map. So they are actually in a lot more danger of maybe, doing exactly what the GOP did under Obama. And they got so mad at them for stalling absolutely everything and obstructing and then having to pay for it in the midterm. So both sides have got to find some key players to come together and find common ground, even if they won't admit it on television.
Leslie, last word.
Well, I think there's a difference between Democrats and Republicans coming together and Republicans coming together to get behind the president, who has had some very unpresidential behavior, who has outright lied, who has offended allies, key allies, leaders in our nation. And that doesn't help the reputation for the United States. And Republicans are going to care more about their job than their relationship with Donald Trump. You watch come August, September.
All right. Yeah, there's a lot of fish to fry in all of this, guys. Kirsten, Leslie, we all get along very well. Thank you much.
Let's take it outside of the Beltway. Let's take it